PrizePicks.com, PrizePicks app. Check it out. I had a tough weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I could not get it done this weekend. I was not good.
Everyone should have listened to me. I said Antonio Gibson. What did Antonio Gibson do? Yep. I said Mike Davis. What did Mike Davis do? Now, Mike Davis got you 1.1 points to winning, so a little bit of a nail biter, if you will, but I told you it was going to happen. And those are the two guys that I stacked all my lineups around.
Yeah, it's daily fantasy simplified right here, PrizePicks.com, PrizePicks app. Check it out. But, I think Lamar Jackson right now is I'm waiting for him to break out. Again, I put Lamar Jackson on my PrizePicks team yesterday. He's actually on my fantasy team as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this will be the week. This will be the week.
Especially his ability to run with the football, because that gets you the added bonus points right there.
And I almost wonder if that's why he's struggling, because he put so much attention. It felt like, I don't know, we don't cover Baltimore every day, but it feels like he put so much attention on not running. Like staying in the pocket. I got to prove to everybody I'm a pocket guy.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't. I mean, not everybody is doing that. You don't have to prove that. If you can use your legs. I mean, people are using their legs, and it's okay. Like, it's an okay thing. Don't worry about what everybody's saying. I feel like that almost got into his psyche a little bit. And he's not, or maybe teams are just doing a better job. But my reference to the Raiders and the Chiefs game is if you're playing Prize Picks, you got to pick the right guy. It's almost like the Steelers out here.
Yeah.
Like pick Juju Smith-Schuster. No, Ben decided to go to Deontay Johnson instead 500 times.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Oh, and by the way, 1 point per reception. Well, so he was easily over.
It was easy.
Yeah.
But you got to pick the right guy.
Yeah.
Right? And same thing with last night. Oakland, I'm going to keep saying it. Vegas has all these guys that they utilize them all. We know the Chiefs have all these guys, right? It's like, who do they want to have a big day? Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Or do they want
Travis Kelce?
Yeah. Or do they want Mecole Hardman today
to
have his breakout game? Do they want to use Le'Veon Bell, or do they want to use Edwards-Helaire?
Yeah.
I don't see Baltimore having that many options. They have a few, and they beat you at the tight end spot with Andrews, and they used to have more tight ends, and they did have Hollywood Brown performing, and they had Ingram, and they add J.K. Dobbins. By the way, both those guys now with COVID-19. That's the update this week for our big Thursday night game, so we'll see what happens on Thanksgiving night. But they don't have the plethora of weapons, even the Steelers, the Raiders, the Chiefs have. I don't see that. They can't. They can't beat you with 5 or 6 guys. The great offenses right now can beat you with all those guys.
Correct. And that's the thing about last year, though, Brent. Jackson was the weapon, right? Is he going to run? Is he going to pass? If he runs, we better be able to stop him. And this year, he's not running as much. And, if they do try to run with him, you have a quarterback spy on, you have a contain on, so he can't do that. So essentially what you're doing right now, if you're playing the Baltimore Ravens, is you're taking away Lamar Jackson's ability to run. And you keep him in the pocket. Now, when he's in the pocket, how good of a passer is he truly? Well, he's okay. But once again, he doesn't have the weapons to be successful. Let's be honest. If you're Tom Brady, if you're Drew Brees, and you put those guys on the Ravens roster right now in terms of their offensive weapons, you think they're pretty happy to be there? Absolutely not. Right? That they would much rather take the Saints offense and the Bucks offense. So with that being said, I think you just need a lot more tools at your disposal if you're the Baltimore Ravens.
If you haven't checked out PrizePicks.com yet, or the PrizePicks app, you got to do it. We're having a blast with it. We talk about it all the time. Hey, how'd you do? Did you win? Did you lose? But here's how you can get involved. Check them out on the app, PrizePicks.com. You can also get, if you put in the entry code, the promo code JAX, J-A-X, up to 100% match of your first deposit. So go play along. And I'll be honest with you, I'm confusing myself. Thursday night, I thought it was going to be this high-scoring game. It's 28-21. It wasn't this back and forth. It was long drives.
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon in the NFL, it was like defense showed up. It's mid-November. It's time to play defense. There were games that didn't even get out of the 20s, most every game. Then in the afternoon set of games, we had this 31-28, 34-31, 35-30, whatever it was, those kind of games. So what to expect tonight is interesting.
It is.
You have potentially good offenses, but really a team in the Rams that's known for McVay, so you think offense, but it's really a good defense. They have proven to be one of the best defenses in the NFL. Rams against the Bucks. It's a tricky one tonight.
This is a tricky one. And if I'm trying to analyze this and say, where do I see value? Who can hit the overs right now on the projections? There's 2 guys that I kind of have a keen eye on, right? I had Antonio Gibson and Mike Davis for the Sunday slate. These two guys, I think, could kind of overseed projection just a little bit just because of the matchup and who they're going against. My first guy, I got to go Cooper Kupp. All right, Cooper Kupp's been very consistent in getting the lion's share of targets, and I think which could be a kind of a track meet, a high-scoring game. I think Cooper Kupp can get that 14.6, which has been set up before him. The other guy, and then listen, this one's a little more tricky. Right, because I could say Mike Evans, but Jalen Ramsey says, "What's up?"
You think you'll travel with him? I was wondering about that because you could go with Godwin as well.
See, but the thing with Chris Godwin is to put him in the slot, and I don't see Jalen Ramsey going to the slot. I think Mike Evans is going to be the key guy that the Rams try to take out with Jalen Ramsey. So with that being said, and if what I say is going to be true, Mike Evans, sorry man, can't take you. Then I see Chris Godwin, I see Antonio Brown. Chris Godwin, 14 points projection. Antonio Brown, 13 points projection. It's pretty comparable. Go ahead and give me the guy that's been in the offense a little more. Go ahead and give me the guy that can go out of the slot, can be a home run threat in Chris Godwin. So I'm taking Chris Godwin with over, and I'm taking Cooper Kupp with over.
Interesting. And I actually think on a lot of these, I think Gronk gets a little too much love because of his name. His game is not where his name is.
Yeah.
And he's got like 9.4. If you're thinking about an under, the under's kind of fun sometimes because you're winning most of the way until they eclipse it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point.
From a psyche standpoint, you see green.
Because you're in the green. Absolutely. I've been there. I've been there.
Anyway, here's how Prize Picks works. Check it out, prizepicks.com, Prize Picks app, and 2 or 3 or 4 players you can pick. The over-unders. It's as simple as that. Daily Fantasy Simplified. You got to check it out. We're having a lot of fun with it. We'll play along tonight as well. Tell you how we did through the rest of the week.